Sir, why do we use this solution only for homogeneous equations?
Because if you see here, the constant is only 0. For non-homogeneous, you have non-zero constant. Is it clear?
Oh, that way. Thanks, sir. Got it. Sir, I was wondering that you started teaching at the age of 21. What's your story?
It's a rather very interesting story. I think it happened here in RV College of Engineering when I was in the second year. And there was this one teacher, Sujata ma'am, who was there for me, and she told me how well I could develop as a teacher. And I owe whatever I have today to her.
I hail from Jaipur, Rajasthan, and some of the things that I used to do back in school, St. Xavier's Jaipur, were singing and debating. And then I got admission to RV College of Engineering, and when I moved in here, I realized the debating patterns were extremely different. Then it was more about statistics oriented, wherein you give facts and prove current topics, and here it involved rationale, logic, and many more things that come with it. It was more intuitive, much more convincing. And that's when I felt that it's very important to develop and enhance logic in people. One more thing that I noticed was that here debates were restricted to one room, wherein people didn't know how to relate to you, and that's when it's important for you to come out and teach other people what's right, and hence teaching became very integral to me, and hence teaching mathematics became very important to me. I remember very clearly that I was discovered by this one maths professor of mine, Mrs. Sujata. So she taught me in 4th semester, and she once randomly walked up to me and said, "Shobhit, I want you to take a lecture of one topic that was going on." I said okay, so I gave it a shot, and the next day I took that class. And it went extremely well, and that's when she came to me again and said, "Shobhit, I want you to do the same thing in another section, not with my classmates." And when I went there, A, the class was very, very supportive, and B, the lecture was brilliant. And that thing I felt was the kickstart of my journey into teaching. And that summer I decided that I'll go back home to Jaipur and maybe go back to Xavier's. And when I went there and spoke to the principal regarding this entire idea where I would want to try teaching, he was more than happy to have me. And that's when I was on board as somebody who was helping a main teacher. I was a guest lecturer. So I had graduated from St. Xavier's in 2011, and I joined Xavier's again in 2013 as a teacher. So the transition was very, very brief and very, very beautiful, because now I was on the other side of the desk. So when the first lecture that I ever took, I stood on the desk and I'm facing the class and I didn't know what to say. So I was smiling, they were smiling, because I wasn't just like old enough, and they knew it, and it was an awkward silence. And that's when they said, "I'm pretty sure, Shobhit bhaiya, that we saw you in school." I said, "Yeah, but things have changed, and now I'm a teacher." And none of them believed me. They thought it was some prank the school is playing on them. And then I took the first lecture, and it was remarkable. The entire energy the students had and the way they talked to me, everything was beautiful and fell into place, and it made so much easier for me to fall into this entire structure of teaching and Xavier's. Being 3-4 years older than my students had its advantage, right? So these people used to like text me after midnight for doubts related to math and other things, which I didn't mind. So it was really nice. Like, I felt that I was with them, their age, and I was a teenager. And the best part, that it was related to St. Xavier's. I felt that I lived my school life twice. Back in Bangalore, I started teaching at Samvit Academy. The subject was quantitative aptitude to students who were giving their CPT exam, and that reminds me they have an exam now in December. So all the best, guys, please make me proud. Nevertheless, this entire experience was really nice. So when I went there to take classes at a different location in general, because teaching at my school, where I was very, very comfortable with the environment, was extremely different than this professional environment. And that's when I internally started to grow. And that's when I realized that teaching has much more to it, because teaching is the best way to learn. And today, when I proudly say that I'm well versed with concepts of mathematics, it's not being cocky. It's about what I was given an opportunity that day in college by Sujata ma'am, which I'll owe her for the rest of my life. I got into teaching because I feel that it shouldn't be undervalued. I learned a lot in this process, realized the responsibilities that come with this profession, because teachers shape students into people they become later in their lives. It's a noble job, a job I'm proud to have had taken up. Why did I even ask? All the while in their teaching careers, and that is how I became a teacher.